Hello, and welcome. I'm Nick. Welcome back to another DooM WAD Travelogue. Hey, right there for the opening of the show. Nice. Good to see you. For those of you just joining us for the show, this is where, for anybody who's still stuck at home, still unsafe for them to go out, which arguably is everybody. There's a lot I could go into there, but I'm trying not to. We're trying to take it easy today. This is a show where just because you feel stuck at home doesn't mean we can't go out and see new and interesting spaces. We're just going to do that digitally by checking out community DooM WADs, community built, interesting stuff. Notes on the rules, because we're here for the spaces and not for the challenge. I'm playing it on easy. I have no problem dropping it into God mode to push through and see the end. And yeah, it's a lot more talking than facing challenges. We kind of just roll through it. Today I have one, and I meant to take the last 10 minutes to look up a bit more of the history, but ooh, burpee. I got a little bit of the bubbly in me now. Ooh. We're playing Kurashiki's Kuso map, which I was following them on Tumblr because they did real like cute chibi Cacodemon drawings and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about that. And then they were like, hey, I put out this little map. Basically it's like a 2-map WAD. That's all I really feel like I have the energy for today. And they were kind of just doing it for fun, did it on their own, a little hobby project. And I have looked a little bit at the first of the 2 maps in here, and I thought, hey, this is like well made and pretty cute. So let's just run through it. And it's like, you know, I'm curious because, you know, I like looking at people do as a hobby. I like looking at what people have done for fun on their own. So let's... I've forgotten all my buttons. We want this one. Let's just hop in here. This is a map. This was the map that when I first played it, it reminded me of the term greebling, because just look at the effort on some of these wall details. Like I feel like that may have been the actual, like, this was not like a map designed with huge gameplay gimmicks in mind, but it was just like, hey, to do as a hobby, to do as like a almost like, I imagine it was done almost as like a meditative hobby exercise thing of just like, hey, how much detail can we add into a fairly simple space? Which honestly is a lot of the times how I will approach DooM mapping, is to just be like, hey, I have like, it's closer to sketching than actual game design. Alright, clear out this hallway. I love this little courtyard out here. I hope we get into that. But just do you mind? Jeez. But like, just like look at this one. It's not quite a window. It's but like it's framed. It's lined up. It's like 2 levels of framing. Like you could go 1 level back, and that would be enough. But here's like a 2nd level to get the contrast of the textures, you know? It's... Oh, I didn't even notice this. Just look at the sort of like chair runner separation to get the brown with the green. I had not even noticed that before, but the little cutout for the lights. Oh, this is nice. And this is like a nice level of detail. It's like, here's like one sort of detail-y thing that's uniform everywhere, and then here just some more of our cutouts are more like, even just setting this back, no, unless we're gonna hide a secret in here, which if we can't jump up to it, we come out of there. Whoops. Just looking at it as like, here's all of the, like, I don't know if I want to call them unnecessary details because they seem like they were the point. Oh wow. Not so much the angle of the box, which is having each box a little differently angled is a nice detail, but getting your finding the angles so that your textures still line up on the sides, because Doom gets funky when you are using non-90 angles. You can make it work, but I want to say it does something with like stretching it. I could be making that up. This feels like this can't be the most effective. Here we go. Yeah, it's just like a nice little power box, just standing out here for no. I love this. I love the tracing the tiles down here to set that. Okay, digital flutist, go off. Flautist, a flouncer. Square Enix is the flouncer. Donkey kick drum. Okay. Okay, so this is where we're coming out after yellow key. Okay. Like I said, I've played this map a little bit before, so I'm not jumping into this fresh like I do with a lot of these. Which, like I said, it is part of why I was thinking, like, oh, let's go with something a bit shorter, a bit more good feels today, a bit familiar. Familiarity usually breeds fondness, I find. Not in all cases. But in a lot of undue cases, actually. Pretty much any argument of, oh, it was better in the old days. Like, no, you were just used to the old days and you prefer things you're used to. I wonder if anybody's made a Doom WAD TC whatever that just makes it a battle royale. They must have. No, I saw that. I know. Wow, look at this room. No, that's good. Again, like 3 layers of design on it, like foreground, midground, background. I think I'll definitely be finding something new. How do you... It's your screen name. How would you pronounce it? Because I'm looking at it as Bismesh 2K. And I feel like that's too, to me that feels too forced. That feels like I'm trying too hard, so I must be missing something. That was it. Is this an elevator? That's an elevator. Ooh, help me out. This little sit-down carpet. Oh. BMS. Okay, but what's like the... What's like the two-syllable version because I don't want to just go with BM. That seems like bad manners. How about Esh? I could probably roll with Esh. Ah. I picked up a thing. There we go. All right. Oh. Word. Okay, so we have cute computer consoles over here. Okay. I don't know why I do like this roundness of it. Has a very kind of oval office feel. Now the rain's starting. Okay, I was waiting for that. You know, and I still gotta go out and run an errand today. I guess I'm doing it in the rain now. That's fine. Secretly usable. Okay. All right. Oh boy, where is this? More of these. I do like these boxes. Like, it's very, like, the sort of design of it is repeatable. It's like top box, bottom box, connecting pillars, but like, I don't know. I just like it. That's where I'm at today. That looks like a Duke 3D style of a wall thing that opens. Maybe it will. Maybe it's from a Switch elsewhere or something. Nah, I want to check all of these. Oh, it's even got the little lip with more up there. I guess this is a mouse pad. I don't know, but hey, all right. It's gotta be like that right there. That has to be like a hidden path down, right? Right? How do we get up there? All right, backpack, good. Are any of these boxes secretly elevators? Or is this just a weird little room? Oh, even with the lights up there, nice little, Again, I feel like this is the map. It's a map about detail work that wasn't strictly necessary. This way. Yep, that guy over there, got it. Okay. Oh, they were shooting each other. Oh. Wow, what is... okay, so I think that looks a little better because of the engine. It sort of does some nice, like, light map ramping effects. But oh, this is just like a pretty nice room. It's got nice, you know, the detail of the pillars around the walls is nice, and then that cutout over there is I can't tell you why that's pleasing. I just find that pleasing, the way it's rooms that jut out in that certain way. Yeah. Ooh, that's a locked door. I don't know if you've watched any of the previous ones, but I talk a lot about a map that we played a month ago by now, where like all of the little hallways had so much detail in them, like just like detail and shapes to the wall, but it was so consistent and constant that it was enough to make you just glaze over, and it just became like, instead of a wall with interesting details, it was just a lot of noise. It was too much detail, which, like, I feel bad saying, because to put in that much detail, yeah, that's a tall pillar. Again, we're seeing it again. To put in that much detail is a lot of work, and like, putting in the work should be rewarded in general, I feel, right? Like, I don't think that's insane to say, but so that's why it feels like extra sort of crappy to then say, like, you put in too much work. Like, it's like the reverse of a backhanded compliment. It's like a forehanded complaint. I don't know, but you know what I mean? But this one I feel has like just enough. It's enough that everything, it's enough that like the pieces of detail can be changed, and so every section, every room looks unique. Hey, buddy. Whoa, I goof. There's probably stairs right here, right? Yeah, that's the kind of room this is. And this is just like a nice piece of verticality. All right, so we want to talk about windows being a good element of like mechanical foreshadowing. Technically, this is a window, even though like this ledge is a window to that ledge, because it is a one-way only to this, and you still cannot get to that, but it allows you to see into that, you know? Nah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Do I need this? Oh, I guess so. All right. Oh, this is there. This is that place. What's the name of that anime? She jumped to the place promised to us in our early days at 5 meters per second. I mean, because that's the secret other purpose of these streams, right? Is that I'm just looking and like mentally cataloging all of my favorite elements of these maps, so that later I can go and just build my own maps and just make them a remix of all the best parts of these. Something about this in particular feels very Halo 2 to me, maybe just because of that that one multiplayer map that's like facing upright or whatever. But no, also just the I'm pointing with the shotgun. This the way that this is inset, which gives it like a an overhang. You don't see a lot of overhangs in these maps because it's just like, or like secretly it's not an overhang, because if assuming this and this are aligned, then that means that's one wall. Making it look like an overhang is taking this section and pushing it back from the edge. I'm very much about overhang. I should not be checking my messages during a stream. How unprofessional. Listen, this is where we at today. What did I gain from all of this? Hang on. I got a shotgun. We did a walk around. We had a little walkabout. But I really was expecting there to be a switch up here. Maybe this is just an area. Maybe this is just a zone. That didn't open. Okay, we hit some sort of trigger that opened this. Can we run over there? Whoa. Hold on a minute then. Oh, I hope this isn't another case of... Can I... No, it's not one of those. I hope this isn't another case of I need to have, like, engine settings a specific way. Well, you know what? There's a section way back here. Let's go explore that, if that is either a dead end or broken right now. That was a chain gun. There's still, like, folks over here. Extra pipes? Just like... This level has a lot of sort of storeroom areas, but this is really nice because it still has like the sight lines up through there. It plays with the verticality because it drops down. I don't do enough verticality in my map of just like, this room steps down lower. It's not that there's a wall closing it off, it's that there's a change in floor and ceiling height that sets it as apart as a different room. Yeah, this is just a little zone. It's just a little zone. Please, sir, could I have a little zone? Right, and then there's this. Because this should be impossible. I do want to say that the author of this map, who, like I said, I was following on Tumblr, like, I think they were also sort of like my first connection into like the realization of, oh, there are modern Doom maps, isn't that wild? But because they were the first one to get there, and I think this, like, wanting to check out their map was sort of like the first thing that got me to start loading maps up. I think this is the first case of this room over room bridge kind of trickery. So it really blows my mind even still. This is the one that blows my mind. I don't know. Oh, hi. Whoops, hi. God, and look at this little bit right behind here. Like, God, it even goes down to the floor. Like, it's hidden behind a box, but it's like the most detailed corner of just individual pipes and pillars. I love it. That's all this map is. This map is just flexing on details. Blue key. Blue key. Can we? No, we can't drop here. The ceiling is too low. So... look for stairs? Look for ways down? Maybe we do go back here. Alright, maybe I go look over there again. I didn't mention it at the top, but in addition to God mode, I definitely will throw into no clip every now and then if something seems straight up broken, let's say. Or are any of these consoles also actually secretly usable? Because we saw that once already. So now I gotta check all of them, I guess. Here, this was like a... Whoop, no, that's a console you can stand on. That was just the one, which goes here. Now we're down here. Like, I feel like there's some sort of secret walk trigger that lifts that floor. Maybe we just didn't hit it. Something's gonna open that door. Listen, I need to clear out every variable. Right, so we're here. Was there like a button behind a pillar that I missed? No clip is good, but the thing that would Daniel Dwyer's no clip is good. Period. Separate clause. No clip in this game as a way to like fix when like a trigger breaks for whatever reason is fine. But the thing that I would actually love is, oh yeah, I try, but I don't know what's missing right now. Also, like, why is this here if it's not to run back across? God, what? Oh, what game was I playing? It was Source Engine something. Oh, something punks, Portal punks, Dimension punks, whatever that like Gmod mod was, where you go into like random maps and you start stealing props to fund upgrades for your interdimensional bar. It's not called Trash Punks. Oh, whatever that game was called, because one of the upgrades you could buy, which is probably was my favorite part of it, that wasn't just the style of it, is it had, one of the upgrades was goggles that when you put on, it created a visual, like all of the objects and entity and trigger volumes, all the stuff that's like invisible when you're actually playing but causes all of the stuff to trigger, like as you're walking around and hitting buttons and stuff. Oh yeah, no, if you have Gmod, I absolutely recommend. I will Google real quick before I end the stream to remind what that is, or I'll put it, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put the link in the description. It's like I'm professional almost. But yeah, it would give you like you would see, it was like Matrix. You see the code, you see lines floating through the air connecting all of the pieces. So like you would see like a random piece of wall that would say like moving hidden wall entity and a line from it, and you could just follow this floating line through the air to the switch that would cause it, which like you kind of need it, because the whole point was to show off like, hey, here's how we here's how we help you complete the map by its own standards, or by this mod standards, because the mod is about like literally stealing the map and ripping it apart and like digging into every little secret possible area that you could. So yeah, like, hey, there's a secret on this map, but we're gonna just break it open and show you where the switch for it is, because that's the thing. I'm saying this is broken. Because I'm also trying to keep things moving along and not just sitting here watching me bash my head against levels for an hour with no progress. We've had streams like that. They weren't enjoyable to make, and I'm going to say they probably weren't enjoyable to watch. Also just, different ports and stuff, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen that this map was made in like 2013, and I'm using an engine that probably did not exist, or like, a version of an engine, an update to an engine that was not the one that existed then. So who knows what defaults got changed, or what functions in scripting get what do you call it, they get depreciated sometimes, and like that means sometimes older stuff just breaks. I don't know how much of that I run into on this stream, because like it's broken and it just doesn't happen. So hey, we're on the other side finally. This guy is helping me more than... I'm also not thinking of exapunks. But exapunks is that like nanomachine coding game that comes with printable zines that teach you how to do the coding required to play the game, which is cool. All right, I hit a switch. Put a switch out there. Wii U would like to play. So I guess we go all the way back there. I still don't have any keys. Aha. Aha. Take on me. With all of those hallways clear, it's like shockingly calm out here in a way that I really appreciate. I wonder if this was an early part that was built because like notice like minimal detailing out here. Like, okay, the floor changes in different sections, but compared to some of the other rooms we've seen, this seems a little simpler. Again, nothing wrong with that. So, hey! I was doing just fine before I switched that. Okay, blue key. Okay. Now what? Oh, I'm fine. Blue key was back at... No! Don't be. Like, you think it's rude to be a chain gunner. Let me tell you how rude it is to be a arch file. Boy, my useless knowledge brain is suffering today. One of my favorite useless pieces of trivia is that trivia is by definition useless information. That's the level we're on today, folks. Over the bridge leads us to the blue key. Yeah, it's fine. I see bullets everywhere, so I feel like I should be using bullets. Okay. Oh, even the toxins are hexed out. Which is cool, because like... does that imply the space below them, or like the shape of the floor below them, or is that just weird because that's not necessarily how liquid works? Liquid creates a flat top where possible. Whoop. Ah. I live here now. Oh, there's our yellow key. So now we just make our way back to the start, and we can get out of here. It's fine. It's fine. Whoa, why are you there? Why are you allowed on this level? No, there has to be a way to get down there because there's a power up there, right? But... Because also, why, like, I could see putting this just to, like, have the view of it, but, like, no, if you're doing that, you flex and you, like, let walking under that occur, right? Right? If we look at backside there, huh? Where does that come out from? Is there anything over here? Do anything with that? Do we walk up here and press this? No. No, because you can see it. So that looks like that's a door. Where would that come out of? That's that Oval Office room, I think, with the space outside of it. That specific door. Let me go see if that opens, and then I won't stress it for too long. Like, that's the thing, I'm only using no clip to, like, there we go. I'm only using no clip when it seems like the, like, oh, what do you call it? Like the, not the core path, but yeah, like when the main line path is broken. That's the only time I really try to use no clip. Otherwise, like, if I see secret but I can't figure it out, whatever, it's fine. Honestly, having something remain a secret and having knowledge remain unknown about a map gives it a mystique, which honestly encourages me, at least, to go back to it in the future, to go like, oh, there's more there. Like, knowing that there's more keeps interest, I feel. You never want to lay all your cards on the table unless you want people to lose interest. There are 2 secrets to success. Number 1, never tell everybody everything that you know. But yeah, now we're underneath it. Yep, that's a flex. That's a good flex right there. Oh, that Hollow Knight is a game that constantly has, like, more and more secrets. Yeah, that's like that's the thing that I kind of hate about, not hate, disappoints me, makes me the wikification of game knowledge. Like, I feel like that, like, you know, launch year Dark Souls was too much in that direction, because that game just, like, that game didn't feel the need to spell out essential concepts about it to the player, right? But but the idea is, like, if you go and play that game now, and, you know, everybody was saying that, you know, oh, part of it is sharing with your friends and going like, oh, what did you find out? Oh, I learned this. Oh, you can do that. And, like, that was, like, that part outside of the game is what everybody loved about that game, because it facilitated it in a way that had not been seen since, like, the arcade days. Sure, fine, I agree. I don't know if I credit that to the game, but and partly because we have time. Partly because if you go and play that game now and you say, hey, do you know anything about this weird thing? Somebody goes, yeah, it's ABCD, here's the wiki page about it. And, like, so that part that everybody loved about Dark Souls is gone now. And it's also, And where I feel Dark Souls went too far with like not telling you like basic concepts about how it worked, and so the entire game required, like the entire game facilitated that. But if you look at especially a lot of modern roguelikes, like Hollow Knight is good about that. I'm sure like stuff like Ori is good about that, but Enter the Gungeon, I feel like does an especially good job with this, because there's stuff that I don't know. I'm sure that there are systems about that game that I do not know about. A shame I do not like the way it feels, and I don't want to play it usually. I would want to play it for all that secret stuff, but I don't want to play it for the sake of playing it, which is makes it hard to play it. Sidetracked. Those games, it's become like sort of like common wisdom that the way that you build a game is you say like, hey, here's like the basic part of it, and we'll spell it out to you, and you can engage with it on that level, and we'll make that easy. And then we're just going to cram stuff into every corner just out of sight forever. And like the more of that you can do, kind of the more interesting it gets in that way. And like almost from the no, I don't know if I need to bring up Frog Fractions right now, but like it's kind of that thing of Frog Fractions. Like there's a subversion, or the thing that I love about it is that when it makes it a subversion, because it's the sort of conception that you have is this is what the game is, and the subversion is no, there we put a ton of stuff that exists outside of that box and redefines the shape of the box that is what the game is. And I love that stuff, and a lot of people love that stuff, and but that's where you get that mystique. It's like how much, you know, shape of the game changing stuff is in there. And I think there's a lot of good examples of that nowadays, I guess is my point. But the thing is, when I think about it, it's sometimes it doesn't even have to, like, to get that effect, it doesn't even have to be game-changing stuff. Sometimes it just has to be more stuff, sometimes more unique stuff. Because the thing that I always go back to for this example is Super Mario World. Because, what is it, you can 100% that game and get like 96 exit finishing with like Champion Road, right? Like Star Road as Star Road. And so in a great way that game has been solved. Like that's why now speedruns of it are literally hacking the game with like assembly code by standing in places and jumping. Like that is no longer playing the game as far as I'm concerned. That is messing with the code in... That is the Steel Battalion of programming is what that is. Because you're just like doing programming hacks, but with the controller and by manipulating like the game engine. That is not playing the game anymore as far as I'm concerned. But the reason why I keep going back to that game is like, because I always felt like it was like, it's like the first time that you, because the game will spell out when a level has a secret exit most of the time, right? Because the pip of the level on the map is a different color. So it like tells you, hey, there's a secret here. Okay, cool. But the first time that the secret had a secret exit, and I think had a secret exit, I was just, that is, you know, that was the thing that changed the shape of the game to me. It was just like, oh, there's secrets within secrets within secrets. How deep does this go? How deep could this go? Could this go forever? So like, I think I've done like a 96 exit route, but it did just enough to trick my brain to go like, okay, but is there another level that I missed? Like it structured its secrets and secret areas in such a way that I don't know, it just sort of left it open to me to being like, even when you know, find everything, there could be more. Like, it just, because it wasn't like introducing a new system and then you say like, okay, here's a system, and then here's how it works, and you can kind of find the edge of the system. It kind of just showed me like, hey, the boundary of the box, there's a very simple way to put a door in it. And what that opens up to is a room that still has walls. And I just taught you that walls can have doors in them that you can't see. And it could nest forever like that. It doesn't, but so that's the thing. The game is about, yeah, the seeds of doubt that you've seen everything. And like, there's a very specific way of doing that I feel like Super Mario World did, that even like reading the wiki and like knowing everything, I feel like, yeah, but what if there's still something we haven't found? Where, as in like I don't know, something about like a game like Dark Souls, or it's just like, well, you haven't told us anything, so there being something we haven't found doesn't surprise me. Or we get into like the modern version of it, where it's literally just like, hey, we looked at all the code, we looked at the levels. When you start getting into like, hey, we're getting into this, that we've found like the debug rooms that are inaccessible by playing the games normally. It's like, okay, yes, no, I get it. We've let it dry. We know the entirety of what it is. That part gets boring to me. Speedrunning is pushing the boundaries of the game. Like, so here's the thing. As somebody who has a college degree in game design, the game is the set of rules. In video games, the set of rules is defined by what was programmed. So as soon as you're messing with the program, you are changing the rules of the game, and therefore you're not pushing the game anymore. You're pushing code. You're modifying the game. You're playing a different game if you're still playing the game. Putting Mario Paint into Super Mario World is not pushing the boundaries of the game. It is taking the box of game pieces, throwing away the instructions, and building a brand new art piece with it. That's not playing the game anymore, because so that's where we get into Magic Circle stuff, because the Magic Circle is, hey, the game exists within the boundaries of this Magic Circle, and part of what puts you into the circle is you are agreeing, hey, we all agree to play the same game, which means we all agree to abide by this shared set of rules that has been agreed upon. Which, again, so for video games, that's based on like the coding. So once you're manipulating the code, you're not playing the game anymore. You have broken the circle by breaking the agreement of what the rules are. And yeah, so that's how that goes. Like yeah, you can change the rules, but you need to leave this circle for that circle. And like I love tool assisted. So that's the thing though, because when you do tool assisted speedruns and the boundaries of the game are almost defined more by intent, because that's where you get into like the philosophical debate about like, hey, if I'm using an exploit in a competitive setting, am I cheating, or is that allowed because that's within the rules of the game, or it's within the game? It's like, okay, but is it within the rules of the game? And rules are kind of a question of intent. So like because nobody ever intended to call Super Mario World beat when you have Yoshi eat an item with a broken hex ID number, and that teleports you, and if you do it in the right X value position on a level, that transports you to the credits. I don't think that was ever intended to be a way to beat the game. I don't think that is beating the game. I think that's breaking the game to make something happen. And it's impressive that you made something happen, but that is a feat of like, that is a feat of hacking, not a feat of playing the game, because it's beyond the experience intended to happen as defined by the rules established, right? right. I'm just saying right. I'm the only one with a microphone right now, so I'm just saying right. And TASBot is interesting. So one of my favorite TASBot plays was, boy, I think it was Rock and Roll Racing, because, or maybe it was the Biker Mice from Mars game, or like any or like the GBA Sonic Advance games. I love those because they had to play two versions: the version with the code modified to keep up with the speed, or the regular version. And like something about all of these is playing the regular version, like you're playing as intended, you're putting in inputs as intended, but you're putting in inputs that are expected, but just in a rate that is so unexpected that like the game can't keep up. But the game never like really breaks. It becomes unplayable by standard human, but it never really breaks. It never goes like outside the boundaries of what should be possible, what is intended to be possible, right? It is done in an unexpected way, but it's still like within the boundaries of the intention of the game. But then, yeah, when you get into like, I want to say it was like a GDQ one year, and they were doing like a DKC2 race, and it was just like, yeah, no, we need to do these wrong warp hacks here, and it was like, y'all are competing on your execution of exploits and hacks, which, like, still impressive. I don't want to underplay that. I think it's impressive. I think it's like a legitimate sort of competition to hold and to compete at, but being skillful at hacking the game is different than being skillful at playing the game as intended. Like, honestly, that's what it comes down to me. Maybe that's just me, though. All right, let's finish this level. I should move that fire button, especially because I just shot my last shells. Oh, I was not expecting these little friends to be here. Randomizers are cool. I've never done like a Link to the Past randomizer run, but like I think that's super cool. Again, it is a different game. It's a different game because it's a different experience. So randomizers to me are kind of like what the DooM WADs are. Like, it's the same engine, you have the same actions, you have the same interactions between the objects in the game, but everything is in a different order and you're going to take a new path. You know, a different order of events will occur. And so that feels like something like DooM and WADs, like, yeah, that's what it is. But like what you're doing in the same game in the game is the actions available to you are the same. It's going to be, you're going to get the shotgun, you're going to get keys, the keys are going to open doors, you're going to kill demons. That's always the same, and that's the game. And then it's just like, and here are the environments that you do it in. Those are the levels. So to me, like the randomizers are saying like, you're going to do the same things. You're going to get the ice rod, which is going to let you freeze this enemy, which is going to let you do this, which is going to give you access to that. But because everything's in a different place, the order of operations is different. So it just feels weird because even though the level has changed, like the geometry is the same and just the item locations are different. But ooh, that's interesting. Do like a DooM, like that would be like a WAD jam that I would recommend. Maybe like take the geometry from existing levels, but move all of the items and enemies and stuff around and just be like, no, like here's how we're going to take a brand new path around this map. Not sure if that would be as interesting based on locked doors and stuff like that, but like that would be a really fun exercise. Yo, that would be a really fun exercise. Yo, I'm psyched about that idea now. Yo. All right, level 2. Your door's broken. We're on full screen. Yeah, we're on full screen. Well, my full screen layout. Yeah. It's full screen, but it leaves enough room for my face, which I don't even know if people are interested in seeing my face for some of this, but like, I do it because it makes me feel like I'm doing Twitch streaming more properly. I hear people build rapport better when they see a face, especially if it's a face that they like. I feel I don't really operate by those rules, but I am not the audience. Oh, weird. So oh, I like the little button. Okay, is that a console or is that just like a very wide toilet? Weird that they deafened all of these zones so that they would not wake up and swarm out on you. Alright, red. That seems red. Wow, I've already been through that much of a map? Please fall down, please fall down, please fall down, please fall down, please fall down. Okay. 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 Oh, I love this. Big pipe, cut it open, show the small pipes. Oh, and the glass on it too? Oh, I love that. Oh, I really like this sort of use of glass texture to just be like, yeah, no, it's cut out, but it's still blocked. Like, I don't know, you just don't see that a lot. Usually it's just open and you see the guts of the wall by themselves. Oh, what? I am already lost. I'm gonna say that's on me, having drained my own capacity for attention today. Ah. I was gonna say, I know that noise, and I know I don't like that noise, but I don't remember what that noise is. Really? Ah! Oh! Hi! Nope. Okay. Please? Good. The comforting sound of collapsing bones. Huh. Wait. Are we over there? Oh, it's like down over there. Is that... Oh no, this is the way... I'm not gonna think about it too hard right now. I'm just gonna... enjoy the boxes. Mm-hmm. No. I can't even actually pick that up. Well, let's pick a... These apparently go to the same place. Something's like right here? Here. I'm glad I checked. Hey! Oh, Okay, but is this can't touch without the red key, or will Reveal the red key. Oh, and his guardian. That is... I should have expected a monster to be released with the key. Again, I talked about that a lot in an earlier episode, but I was not expecting him to just come out right behind it. Oh, that was good. All right, good. There we go. What's up there? Nothing. That's just his house. It's up there. Got all these rockets. Is there anything really rocket worthy that we haven't seen yet? Yes. Ow. It's fine. It's fine is what it is. Still have too much armor to go pick up that armor. But now we have red, so we go red. We go red. I don't remember being in that room. Oh, also the curve display is actually kind of nice. Okay, I kind of remember this. I don't remember this. What am I talking about? I'm sleepy today. Ooh! Okay, the flashing, that does look like a server rack, a bunch of pillars. Just throw a bunch of these everywhere. Why not? That's... I'm telling you, that's like half... That was half of the point of this map, but just throw interesting little... visual details around. Alright. I was gonna say, that can't be a real door, it's one of those. That would be illegal. Is that pipe bleeding? That did something. What did this do? Shoot! What is it doing? What is this? What is... One more time. What's it? What's... This? Was it this? It was that, wasn't it? I missed it. Okay, it's past that beam. Is this content? Is this entertainment? Oh, I don't know if I can reach that. Maybe I'll have to wait till that thing is opened. Or it's just a noise there to annoy me, to trap people like me who need to try and get it. I'm sorry? Oh, this... Okay. Oh, we're out here. Some stuff. Looking for a red key. I don't remember. Okay, we can go that. Okay. So in here? No. Okay, this is where we started. We want to get up there. Okay, so we do go through here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Hi! Yo, you're new. Don't spook me. I punch. Isn't there another one? There was. Again, another little setback. See, that one at least, I think that's a different texture, so that's what you set it back and just enough to get to use a different texture. That's... It's all about the visual design. Which again, I started following this person on Tumblr because they were like, I got that first suit with one punch. The first imp, not the Kako. But like, yeah, the author of this map I started following because they were like an illustration artist, so I'm not surprised if they put a lot of effort into the visual detailing, the look of these maps and areas. And like, hey, I'm all for it because I'm also like an illustrative visual artist and I appreciate these things very, very much. Like even just the bright silver in contrast to like the moldy walls makes it stand out, and it creates visual interest because it's a bright contrast. What did that do? Well, I'm sure that was a visual cue to tell me something else just changed, but I have no idea what. Oh no. I love the plug. I love the plug. Is there a reason to put the plug there? No, but the detail on it. Oh, I love it. The work to put a plug there. All right, so definitely did something, and it did its best to clearly tell us what we just did, but I don't know. Okay, so here, this teleports us across the gap and we walk back out. Okay, I can understand that. Second time through, I'm learning everything. That was where we got the red key. This was this. Sir, maybe I've gone the wrong way. I don't know if there was a reason for me to come back here. I do like this curving staircase too. Just, you know, strong horizontal with the strong vertical for variation and like contrast. The curve is nice. You don't see a lot of big curves. Kind of just in general in architecture, it's all about like, we're gonna cram all these rooms together and have a tiny hallway that connects them, maybe into another bigger room. Maybe that's just the house I live in. Hey! That? Urgh. It's just a visual. It's just he gets to peek. It's just a little peekaboo. I hope it's just a visual, because I used it and I shot it and neither did anything, so. Hey, we go this way. Bye. Oh good, there's a friend up there. Is that a friend? Whoa, hey, hi. Whoa, hey, hi. Rude. Right? And stay out of the Woolsworth. Okay. That was different from there we go. was one of these. Alright. Big computer pillars to hold those guys, but also just to block eyesight, eye lines. Careful application of block sight lines, I think, not just in Doom, but pretty universally is an important skill for creating interesting combat spaces and shooters. That was a pretty long sentence I just said for what I hope is like kind of a obvious sentiment. No. Oh, can y'all stop being... Oh, because there's like a pinky right behind this. So I love that this is just big enough to hide a pinky. I noticed an elbow or something, I don't know. I'm so sorry, Fireball, you have the right of way. Ooh! The slime... The caged off slime waterfall. The slime exhibit at the zoo is pretty alright there. What's up, buddy? Hi, whoa, hey, what's up? Usually it's like 2 or 3 of these is enough? Yeah. Do not feed the slime after midnight. Do not give the slime a bath because it's made of slime and you will wash away the entire thing. Clean slime does not exist. This is my stance. I'm sorry. Behold my stand. Clean slime does not exist. Nope, that's... Oh, I have barely seen a JoJo's. Alright, so we're up here. Oh. Maybe? Samus's worst enemy yet, Mother Slime. Oh, come on, let me in! Are you telling me this is seriously not the intended path, even though this is like the only obvious path? Oh, wait. Okay, okay. Do you know it helps to look around? No, can't get over there. No, wait. Okay. Nope, there's not like a switch or anything here. I would have swore that it was to get in there, but I guess not. Is there a... Ooh. Okay, if I... Okay. Ooh. Did I get anything over here? Right, that's the secret. Oh, wait. Right up there in the middle is like a yellow key door, isn't it? Which means this is the right way, but just for later. Or am I thinking of a different area? I guess I'm thinking of a different area. Wait, what is the point of this? Or again, is this just a zone, this was just a sketch of a room? Which... I like a room sketch, you know, I totally get it. I totally get why you make things like that. I'm just... Not sure if it is or not. This is what I was thinking of. Ooh. Alright, alright. I will take everything, please. I don't wanna. I don't like going into slime. Meh. Whoa. Nope, I'm on a time limit. I don't like the time limit aspect of it. That's really what I hate about it. It's like, hey, do you like slowly and methodically clearing out zones and learning their layouts? Well, too bad. Now you have 45 seconds or whatever. It's probably like 90 seconds. Also, although, also all of this this ceiling detail. Just, hey, sewers, that means there's more pipes. That means there's pipes. Pipes akimbo. Three? Where did that dude's corpse go? Oh, it's that goop. It's that goop right there. Alright. No. Does it go back? Alright, it goes back. I recall this room slightly. Oh, those would have been good to hit. Okay, that's that room. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing this. Oh, there's a door that's not a real door. It's a real door from this side. Scared. That door should never be a real door. It's okay if it's a door that opens from a switch. Oh, that's a weird use of the door texture. Ooh, that tickles something funny in my brain. It looks like a drop pod or something because it's like, no, this is a door. No, it's thick. Okay, so now I've been here. That'd be weird if it's a whole room whose job it is to have a window into a secret area. Where were those sewers? Those were those sewers. So I gotta go back to the sewers now. Alright. Water tank. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Because that was a great... Right. This is gonna hurt now, because... I'm gonna make this right, and I'm gonna keep hanging this right. Because this is a unexplored zone. Well, unexplored by us. I absolutely whiffed that. Dead end. Dead end. Oh, that's why I had a little view on it, so... Yeah, alright, long way around, I guess. Something's here. Come here. And what's in here? Oh! Oh. Well, because let me guess, then that means that if we do go around the full way, this is also a grate, and that room's the only way through. I kind of like that. I kind of like the double window to the pass-through. I like that. Oh, Hi, did we just have a raid? My chat didn't scroll properly. Thank you. We just over here. Oh boy, I gotta find it. Hey folks, we're just over here playing some DooM WAD. You can see at the bottom, this is Kurashiki's Kuso map. And we're having a chill day. This is actually the, whoa, why did you just appear instead of appearing from somewhere? We're just like having a chill day, you know? This is actually going to be the last level, so I don't know how long this level is, so I don't know how close to done we are, but all right, no, we can work with this. Ow, ow. 3. Oh, they can open it. They're just slow getting to it. Got it. Get. Listen, I got rockets to spare. It's fine. Oh, don't go there. Go here. Yep, nope. Should never rush in. I mean, it's fine. Look, we're fine. Look at all that. Okay. Oh, asymmetric. Nice. Don't. Why you gotta breathe like that right in my ears? Okay. That's not a place we can get to right away. How did we get here? Oh, that's... I just totally skipped this door. Okay, cool. That's fine. No, nice little side room. Boxes everywhere. So many boxes. Oh, we got the yellow key. I know where that goes. I do not remember how to get back there. We're gonna play this the fast way. Wait, that means it's this way. Okay. Yeah, had more than enough health to blow on not actually watching where I was going. Alrighty, folks. Good, right here. Oh, we going up. Where are we now? Someplace new. Love it. These... How did that go through the wall? I think it went through the wall. Is this not real? Hey, real quick, is this not real? Hey, how come this feels like the boss rush room from the end of a Mega Man game? What's moving? What's opening? What's occurring? Something's occurring. Ooh. Oh, that made me just... Yeah, no, this is like... It's got a nice mix of like tight spaces and wide spaces. Hasn't really done much outside stuff, but like the hint of like windows and outdoors. Yeah, you can kind of see it at an angle. And it's just so full of detail that it feels pretty... It feels pretty believable. Like it's just... You're surrounded by pieces that are just complex enough. What does this do? Yep, of course. I'm just gonna make an assumption here. Oh. I made incorrect assumptions. I have never saved. I realized to myself just now. Realized to myself? Just spring cleaning. Just spring cleaning. Come here. I imagine I was just waiting for that door to drop. Although I appreciate the alcove to hide in. Oh, so this... Oh, these aren't go anywhere teleporters. Gotcha. No, I like that. Very clear, like, hey, this was like a great... See, I thought I was passing up opportunities to go and like get more supplies, but like, no, like, because of my misunderstanding, that turned this whole room into a juke. I thought I was opening the door and the boss was going to be in there, but the whole room was like a boss sequence monster closet. And that's cool. Yeah, no, it's nice high. It feels like a hallway into like if this could be a lead up to a king's chamber kind of feeling, you know? A throne room maybe is what I mean. Has a very climactic build feeling to it. Not necessarily regal, but it has its own sense of grandeur with scale and repetition. Hi. Fun fact, whether or not monsters can open doors is dependent on the door, not the monsters. Okay, is that a place we could actually go? Blue key? Yep. Blue key? Blue key. What does this do? This... Yep. Okay. What else? I like the mouse over here. All right. See, it doesn't have to be a big complex route to... Oh, there's noise happening over there. That's rude. Just like quietly let one dude in to just pick everybody back up. Oh, that's rude. Oh, I like that. That's subtle. That's subtle. Ooh, I like that. Also, no, please don't do that. Is that gonna be anything? Okay. Anyway, or is that the way that might be the way I came in, which is now sealed off. Okay. This, which did what? I really thought that was going to open this door to our left, but no. Didn't make lower these so we can jump through. Didn't do anything there. Oh, wait, it opened this. Okay. Now, okay, so now we're back here. But now we have the blue key. I have no idea where I need a blue key for. There's that room in the corner of that out there. That feels like it must be real, right? Ooh, wait. This one. Okay. maybe I'm still goofing. Did this switch change something in here? No. No. No, that switch opened the back door. Can I just... Alright, fine. Oh, but I want to go out there so bad. Like, I'm tempted to just no clip out there just for the sake of... I want to be out there. I want to go to there, you know? Here's just a sealed off box section. That's just a museum display right there. Something is still over here and mad. Where does... Okay, there's something up there. Let's go this way. Oh, hi! That's new. Gotta count them shots. That doorway. Ooh, the wall bleeding is very disconcerting. I like that. That's that guy peeking. This is new, is it not? Yeah, no. Okay, it's a secret. What? Oh, but... I just don't want to deal with him. It sounded like he appeared out of a door that opened? Maybe not. Oh, been out there. Been over here. Yeah, I guess we're supposed to come back this way. That's one of them baby spiders. Arachnatrons? Because the big one is a spider mastermind, and this one just a baby. What? Oh. Would one of you please fall down? Like, I know I'm splitting my DPS, but come on now. Is this section new, or did it change to now be bloody everywhere? This is a cool change. Now everything is... Now the area is starting to bleed. That's unnerving, and I like it. That is a cool kind of gross. What? That was a cyber demon rocket. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna save real quick. I just gotta run past him? Or are we just gonna have a shootout at this door? What do you want me to do about him? Oh, he walked through. Oh, he wants to live in here with me. Okay. Okay. Nope. See ya. You live your life. Oh, come on. See, he doesn't really... If he did have huge guts, he doesn't leave them behind. Just some feet. Oh, he has huge guts and he got feet? No, or he has huge guts or he got feet. If that's like a cool teleporter out of here, that's a cool teleporter out of here. Ow. In baseball, we would have called that an unforced error. I just walked into that fireball. Hey, do we get to go outside here? No, but I sure can. Oh, that's not really an outside. Huh. Fight each other. There's kind of a lot going on here. Well, there's a lot crammed in here. A lot of things that shoot at me are crammed in here. Oh, more. Plenty of chain guns. Actually, I do just want to point out, I really do like this hallway. It's got something really ominous about it. And I had to revisit it to make sure I grab a good thumbnail for the video when the archive goes up. Haha. You thought I was just looking at a thing that I like to look at, but it was me, production. Again, I have barely watched any JoJo's. I don't... This is all from osmosis, folks. Oh, hi. What was that? Ah. No, I want to watch it descend. Okay, how we doing now, folks? That dude is coming all up in my face. Ah, shoot. There's an arch vial out there. Oh, good, he's sealed. Okay, that dude right there is mint in box. Hey, whoa! Hey, whoa! The heck? Is that you, or do you have a friend? He's got a man on the outside. Scapelli. Can I hit the button again to crush him? Well, if he can shoot me, I think it's only fair that I can shoot him, right? Yeah. Ow. There we go. Oh, it's open back here. Oh gosh, that was rough. Let me just real quick touch a couple of things. I'm not gonna run all the way back to near the start to grab that one green armor, because I would find that boring. All right, let's go. That's it. That's where it ends. He was the last boss. Just one dude standing on the elevator. And that should be it. Oh. Thank you for playing. You're welcome for playing. Kuso? Kurashiki? I have to look over because that name is too long for me to remember. Cool. That button will silence it. That was cute. That was fun. I've been sitting on that one for a long time because I knew that that was going to be like good vibes. That was, without having a specific gimmick in mind, that is what I like in a WAD. That is something that's, I just feel better now. I don't know about you, but I just feel better now. I hope you feel better. And I hope you'll join us next time we do one of these. Like I said, I need to add more stuff to my list, but we still got a couple of things left. But yeah, until then, same as always. If you have to go out, wear a mask. But if you can, stay home, wash your hands, and amplify oppressed voices. Honestly, learn to recognize what real oppression looks like is kind of the big first thing. Don't just be aware, amplify kindness, be aware of who is complaining about not having a voice even though they're doing it loudly through a megaphone, and so maybe they're not quite on their game. But most importantly and centrally above all else, take care of one another. Thanks for coming by. I don't always have an audience. I like when I do.